right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a volunteer for this second session, it's going to be about time for you to report. We need everyone to report at 4:30. All the timers, please head to the bullpen. All crowd control and runners, please report to the scoring and timing room. All drink workers, please come to the announcer's stand. Would a representative from Chartwell and Winter Hall please come to the announcer's stand?
Got a dream to take them there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need our runners to report. All runners, please report to the announcer stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we need the Vermac timer for lane 9 to please report to the bullpen. The Vermac timer, lane 9.
Shake your bum bum, 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 shake your bum bum. I'm a desperado underneath your window. I see a silhouette, so you're my Juliet. I feel a mad connection with your body. Shake your bum bum, shake your bum bum, shake your bum bum. I wanna be your lover. You're a Latin lover. We'll go around the world in a day. Don't say no, no, shake it my way. Oh, shake your bum bum, shake your bum bum, shake your bum bum. You're a Matahari. I wanna know your story. In the Sahara sun, I wanna
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to the Georgia Tech Aquatic Center for the 2013 ASA Championship. That's for you, Mama Wang. We've had 6 great sessions so far. We had our 10 and under championships this morning, and now we'd like to welcome all of our 11 and overs here today to see who will be crowned champion of the 2013 season. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if everyone could please rise, remove your ball caps, and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started for event number 7, our 11-12 girls 200-yard medley relay, heat number 1, Mr. Starter. And we're off here for the final session of the 2013 ASA Championships. In lane number 1, the Chastain Park Tidal Waves. In lane number 2, the Seven Oaks Tsunamis. In lane number 3, the Fieldstone Finns. In lane number 4, the Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hills and your top seed. In lane number 5, the Creekstone Cudas. In lane number 6, the Alpharetta Sharks. Lane number 7, the Country Club of the South. In lane number 8, the Polo Dolphins. In lane number 9, Grand Cascades. And lane number 10, the Crooked Creek team. And off to an early lead, the top seed in lane number 5, Creekstone, followed by Grand Cascades, and rounding it off in the third spot, those Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hill. And off in lane number 5, Creekstone still holding their lead. Creekstone controlling this race, pulling away from everyone else in the field. The record for this event was set in 2011 by the Vermac Vikings with a 1:59.22. And your champion in lane number 5, the Creekstone Cudas. And your finals up on the board. The final results, Creekstone in first, Alpharetta second, and your top 3, Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hills. Our next event will be event number 9, our 13-14 girls 200-yard medley relay. I'm sorry, event number 8, my bad. 11-12 boys 200-yard medley relay, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Vermac Vikings. In lane number 2, Oxford Mill. In lane number 3, Lake Forest. In lane number 4, the Windward Lake Club. In lane number 5, your top seed, the Alpharetta Sharks. In lane number 6, Grand Cascades. In lane number 7, the Stonebriar Stingrays. In lane number 8, the Medlock Bridge Barracudas. In lane number 9, the Branches. And in lane number 10, the Chartwell Challengers. And holding on to their top seed position is the Alpharetta Sharks in lane number 5. And Alpharetta still holding on to their lead there in lane number 5. The record for this event was set in 2007 by the city of Alpharetta Sharks with a 2:01.67. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like your winner in event number 8, the 11-12 boys 200-yard medley relay, is going to be the Sharks of Alpharetta. Thank you, gentlemen. Our next event will be event number 9, our 13-14 girls 200-yard medley relay. Backstrokers step in. The meet record for this event was set in 2012 by the Vermac Vikings with a 1:55.81. Heat 1, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Stonebriar Stingrays. In lane 2, the Alpharetta Sharks. Lane 3, the Brookwood Hills Bullfrogs. In lane 4, Roswell Rapids. Lane 5, your top seed, the Vermac Vikings. In lane 6, Grand Cascades. Lane 7, Windward. Lane 8, Mayfair St. Clair. Lane 9, Chastain. And lane number 10, the Nesbitt Late Lightning. And Windward in the first place spot there after the first exchange. Stonebriar in second. And it looks like Vermac has pulled away here from the group. In lane number 5, the top seed, Vermac first to the wall on the second exchange, followed by lane number 7, Windward. Then lane number 4, the Roswell Rapids. And the lane number 5, Vermac still holding on to that lead over a half a body's length lead, half a pool's length lead over the rest of the competition. And your champion out in lane number 5, the 13-14 girls, the Vermac Vikings. And it's official. In first place, Vermac. In second place, Roswell Rapids. And rounding out your top 3, the Windward Lake Club. Our next event will be event number 10, our 13-14 boys 200-yard medley relay. Backstrokers step in. The meet record for this event was set in 2012 by the Chartwell Challengers with a time of 1:48.63. Relax, gentlemen, relax. And in lane number 2, the Stonebriar Stingrays. In lane number 3, the Chartwell Challengers. In lane number 4, the Garden Hill School Sharks. In lane number 5, your top seed, the Chastain Park Tidal Waves. In lane number 6, Grand Cascades. In lane number 7, the Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hills. In lane number 8, the Alpharetta Sharks. And in lane number 9, the Gainsborough Stingrays. Lane number 10, the Martins Landing Dolphins. And out there in lane number 3, Chartwell Challengers. First to the wall at the first exchange, followed by the Cool Sharks of Garden Hills and the Tidal Wave of Chastain. And first to the wall in lane number 4 is Garden Hills Cool Sharks, followed by the Chastain Park Tidal Waves and the Chartwell Challengers in that third spot. And put in their hands first on the wall is Chastain Park, followed by Garden Hills. And that third spot is up for grabs and got picked up by Grand Cascades. It's Garden Hills and Chastain neck and neck in the middle of the pool, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cheer them on. Who's going to get to the wall? And it looks like it's going to be the Garden Hills Cool Sharks. And your results are final on the board there. The Garden Hills Cool Sharks in first place. Chastain in second, and Grand Cascades rounding off the top 3. Our next event will be event number 11, our 15-18 women 200-yard medley relay. Backstrokers step in, please. The meet record for this event was set in 2006 by the Windward Lake Club with a time of 1:51.74. Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, Mayface St. Clair. In lane number 2, the Pine Walk Penguins. In lane number 3, the Old Atlanta Club. In lane number 4, the Double Gators. Your top seed in lane number 5 is Grand Cascades. In lane number 6, it's the Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hills. In lane number 7, Chastain Park. In lane number 8, the Windward Lake Club. In lane number 9, the Dunmore Diamondbacks. And in lane number 10, the Garden Hills Cool Sharks. And at the wall first at the first exchange is lane number 10, the Garden Hills Cool Sharks. And the field is going to change up just a little bit here for the second exchange. It's going to be lane number 4, the Double Gators, followed by the Bullfrogs of Brookwood Hills. And then in lane number 3, from Forsyth County, the Old Atlanta Club. And Doublegate still holding on their lead. Brookwood Hills in second, and now in third place is the Windward Lake Club. All here for the freestyle leg, down and back to crown a champion here in our 15-18 women. It's Alpharetta and Brookwood Hills mixing it up in the middle of the pool. Can Alpharetta hold on? But here comes that Bullfrog. And your unofficial winner there in lane number 4, the Double Gators. Not Alpharetta, Doublegate. The green caps threw me off. And your official results there in first place, it's the Double Gators, followed by Brookwood Hills and Windward, rounding out your top three. Our next event will be event number 12, our men's 15-18 200-yard medley relay. Backstrokers step in. The meet record for this event was set in 2007 by the Windward Waves with a 1:38.18, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Crooked Creek team. In lane number 2, the Glen Abbey Gators. In lane number 3, Windward Lake Club. In lane number 4, the Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hills. In lane number 5, Chastain Park, your top seed. In lane number 6, Shake Rag. In lane number 7, Polo. In lane number 8, Grand Cascades. Lane number 9, Horseshoe Bend. In lane number 10, the Stonebriar Stingrays. And at the wall first, and out your top seed there in lane 5, Chastain Park going to put their hands on the wall first of the second exchange, followed by the Bullfrogs of Brookwood Hills, and then Grand Cascades not far behind them. And Chastain Park still owning this race coming into the freestyle leg. And in lane at number 6, Shake Rag's going to make it to the wall. Second, Brookwood Hills in third. Grand Cascades in fourth. But there's Windward right there in the mix. Second, third, and fourth all together. And coming into the last 10 yards is going to be Chastain Park, followed by Shake Rag. And rounding off your top three unofficially, the Windward Lake Club. Let's give Horseshoe Bend a big round of applause there in lane number 9. And your official order of finish on the board now in lane number 1, in first place, Chastain Park. Second place, Shake Rag. And rounding off your top three, Windward. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and jump to the freestyle relays. Event number 81, the girls 11-12 200-yard freestyle relay. First swimmer, step up, please. Heat number 1, Mr. Starter. Ladies and gentlemen, the meet record for this event was set in 2010 by Garden Hills with a time of 1:49.51. Quiet for the start behind the blocks, please. Quiet for the start, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Creekstone Cudas. In lane number 2, the Fieldstone Fins. Lane number 3, the Polo Dolphins. In lane number 4, Grand Cascades, your top seed. In lane number 5, the Alpharetta Sharks. In lane number 6, those Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hills. In lane number 7, the Country Club of the South. In lane number 8, Village Mill Vipers. In lane number 9, the Kingsley Dolphins. And in lane number 10, the Tidal Waves of Chastain Park. Putting their hand on the wall first over there in lane number 1 with Outside Smoke. It's Creekstone followed by Fieldstone. And in third place, your top seed, Alpharetta. putting their hand on the wall here for the second exchange. It's Alpharetta, then Brookwood Hills, followed by Fieldstone, Country Club of the South, and Creekstone in that order. And it looks like lane number 5, the top seed, Alpharetta, is pulling away from the rest of the competition. Alpharetta, Brookwood Hills, and Fieldstone, 1, 2, 3. And Brookwood Hills is trying to nip on the heels here of Alpharetta. But with 10 yards to go, your champion in 11-12 girls 200-yard freestyle, the Alpharetta Sharks. And your official order of finish on the board now. In first place, Alpharetta. In second place, Brookwood Hills. And rounding off the top 3, Grand Cascades. Our next event will be event number 82, our 11-12 boys 200-yard freestyle relay. First swimmer step up, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Branches. In lane number 2, Garden Hills. In lane number 3, Stonebriar. In lane number 4, Grand Cascades. Your top seed in this event in lane number 5, the Alpharetta Sharks. In lane number 6, the Lake Forest Lightning. In lane number 7, Medlock Bridge. In lane number 8, Windward. In lane number 9, Vermac. And in lane number 10, the Oxford Mills Stingrays. Putting their hand on the wall first out there in lane number 6, Lake Forest, followed by Alpharetta. And then the Medlock Bridge Barracudas mixing it up there in the third spot. And it's neck and neck, folks. There's a fight for first place right there. They're tied at the second exchange. Alpharetta and Lake Forest, 56-64 apiece. We got a competition on our hands here in the middle of the pool. And here it is, Alpharetta pulling slightly ahead of Lake Forest. Alpharetta at the final exchange out front, Lake Forest second. And in the third spot, in the lane number 4, the Medlock Bridge, lane number 4, Grand Cascades. And unofficially in lane number 5, your top seed and champion, unofficially in lane number 5, the Alpharetta Sharks, followed by Lake Forest and Grand Cascades. And your official order of finish there on the board, Alpharetta, Lake Forest, and Grand Cascades, your top 3. And ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be event number 83, the girls 13-14 200-yard freestyle relay. First swimmer step up. Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Alpharetta Sharks. In lane number 2, Brookwood Hills. Lane number 3, the Nesbitt Lake Lightning. Lane number 4, Windward. In lane number 5, your top seed, the Vermac Vikings. In lane 6, Grand Cascades. Lane 7, Mayfair St. Clair. Lane 8, the Roswell Rapids. Lane 9, Dunwoody. And lane 10, the Stonebriar Stingrays. And putting their hand on the wall first, your top seed in lane 5, the Vermac Vikings, followed by the Nesbitt Lake Lightnings and Windward in the third spot after the first exchange. And a commanding lead here over the rest of the field in lane number 5, the Vermac Viking. And Vermac still commanding this race with a commanding lead in second. At the final exchange is Windward, followed by Grand Cascades and Roswell Rapid, your top 4. It looks like this field is tightening up there in that second, third, and fourth spot. And it looks like Vermac is going to be your champion, and then Windward or lane 7, Grand Cascades. And it's Windward, followed by lane number 7, the Grand Cascade Marlins. And your official order of finish coming up on the board there, your top 3, Vermac, Windward, and Grand Cascades. Our next event will be event number 85, our 15-18 women's 200-yard freestyle relay. I'm sorry. I'll learn to read. Our next event is event number 84, our 13-14 men's 200-yard freestyle relay. First swimmer step up, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Martins Landing Dolphins. In lane number 2, the Chartwell Challengers. In lane number 3, Gainsborough. In lane number 4, Windward. In lane number 5, your top seed, Chastain Park. In lane number 6, Garden Hills. In lane number 7, Grand Cascades. In lane number 8, Brookwood Hills. In lane number 9, Alpharetta. In lane number 10, Stonebriar. And coming to the wall for the first exchange, it's going to be lane number 7, Grand Cascades, followed by the Garden Hills Cool Sharks and Chastain Park. And the Cool Sharks now in the lead, followed by Grand Cascades and Chastain Park, your top 3. And coming in here to your final touch in lane number 6, it's going to be the Garden Hills Cool Sharks. And your official order of finish now on the board. Rounding off your top 3 is the Garden Hills Cool Sharks, followed by Chastain, then Grand Cascade. Our next event will be event number 85, our women's 15-18 200-yard freestyle relay. First swimmer step up, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Brookwood Hills Bullfrogs. In lane number 2, the Alpharetta Sharks. In lane number 3, the Oxford Mill Stingrays. In lane number 4, the Mayfair St. Clair Marlins. In lane number 5, Garand. Lane number 6, Chastain Park. In lane number 7, the Doublegate Double Gators. In lane number 8, Old Atlanta Club. In lane number 9, Garden Hills. In lane number 10, the Pine Walk Penguins. Putting their hands on the wall first are the Doublegate Double Gators, followed by Oxford Mill and the Garden Hills Cool Sharks in that order. These ladies are sticking neck and neck right together here in the middle of the pool. And the Garden Hills Cool Sharks taking over the lead now as they're turning here on the third leg, coming into their final exchange. And it's Chastain Park and Garden Hills neck and neck going off almost simultaneously, followed by Double Gate. And ladies and gentlemen, it's neck and neck there in the pool. Looks like Chastain Park is pulled out just a little bit. And your unofficial winner, Chastain Park, Garden Hills, and Doublegate. And your official order of finishing out on the board, Chastain Park, Garden Hills, and Doublegate in that order. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next race, we do have to announce another meet record in the leadoff leg from Vermac in the 13-14 girls 200-yard freestyle relay. Allie Reeder set a new record in the girls 50 yards freestyle with her leadoff leg with a 24:79. Congratulations. Our next event will be event number 86, our men's 15-18 200-yard freestyle relay. First swimmer step up, Mr. Starter. In lane number 1, the Chartwell Challengers. In lane number 2, the Glen Abbey Gators. In lane number 3, Grand Cascades. In lane number 4, the Polo Dolphins. Your top seed in lane number 5, the Chastain Park Tidal Waves. In lane number 6, the Shakrag Sharks. In lane number 7, the Brookwood Hills Bullfrogs. In lane number 8, Horseshoe Bend. In lane number 9, the Stonebriar Stingrays. And in lane number 10, the Hampton Hall Hurricanes. Shakrag getting to the wall first there at that first exchange, followed by lane number 8. That's Horseshoe Bend, the Mustangs, rounding off your top 2. And now coming in lane number 6 into the second exchange, that's going to be the Shakrag Sharks hitting the wall first at the second exchange, followed by Chastain and Grand Cascades taking over that third position. And nipping at their heels, Chastain Park trying to pick up some momentum here on Shakrag. 1-2 off the wall, Shakrag, Chastain, then Brookwood Hills. Shakrag just holding a slight lead over Chastain Park, who's got the better back end of a 50 freestyle. And your official final results on the board now. Shake Ragon first, Chastain and Brookwood Hills rounding out your top three. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we do need everyone to clear out from behind the blocks unless you are a timer or an official. Please clear out from behind the blocks, behind the blue ropes at this time. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you could turn your attention to the awards table located in the middle of the pool where the trophies are, we're going to take this opportunity to hand out our two senior scholarships this year presented by Arena, the official swimsuit provider of the Atlanta Swim Association. Arena is underwriting our scholarships this year. Yeah, let's give Arena a big round of applause. Our first award winner, I'd like to read you part of her nomination letter. Our senior swimmer is a perfect candidate for this scholarship since she has been swimming for ASA since she was in kindergarten. She has also been a Girl Scout since kindergarten, earning bronze and silver awards. She was the captain of both her varsity swim team and varsity tennis team her senior year. She was also a 4-year letter winner in both sports. She graduated in the top 5 of her class as an AP Scholar of Distinction, a member of the 3 National Honor Societies, and multiple other extracurricular activities where she held leadership positions. She will be attending UGA in the fall on a Zell Miller Scholarship. Additionally, she has coached for the Winter Hall swim team and tennis team for the last 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, our female scholarship winner from Winter Hall, Caroline Melton. Congratulations, Caroline. Our next award winner began swimming with ASA at the age of 4. He swam in multiple teams starting in the DeKalb County area. He has been consistently in the league through today. Over the past 3 years, he has set the tone at every race and to all the younger swimmers that every race is fun and important and that every swimmer is valued on our team. He has participated in every meet since being a member of our team and attended every league championship down at Georgia Tech. Each meet he has shown up early to set up. He has led our deck with the goals of having no swimmer miss an event at the meet and has stayed late to clean up. Lastly, people like Spencer are an icon for the ASA League because Spencer has shown that through participating in ASA, you can swim fast with good technique and have fun at the same time. Through ASA, Spencer has learned to swim well and ended up swimming for his high school team at Woodward Academy. I have observed Spencer on the deck working with other experienced swimmers, learning how to dive better, do better turns, and watched him swim in the 2013 Metro Atlanta High School Finals in the 50 free and 100 free. He also swam in the GHSA State Finals right here at Georgia Tech. He is interested in walking on in the swim team at Southern Methodist University, where he'll be going next year, but he's an honor student and going out of state for college, so who knows what will happen. Ladies and gentlemen, our boys scholarship winner, Spencer Claps from Chartwell. Congratulations, Spencer. Thanks for representing ASA so well, Caroline and Spencer both. And ladies and gentlemen, we do need all the parents to start clearing off the pool deck. The relays are done. Only athlete pool deck at this time. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's time to get back to the swim meet with event number 19, our girls 11-12 50 yards freestyle. Heat number 1, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. Swimmers, please remember, we will not put an obstacle in your way if it meant for you to keep swimming. So if you hit the rope, stop and come on back. This is an extreme swimming today. Very clean, very clean. Ladies and gentlemen, this is broadcast quality lighting here in the auditorium. Please cut the flashes off on your camera. You do not need them for pictures. It will mess with the timing system and our athletes. Please, no flash photography. In the water is event 19, heat 1. Sydney Havrilla from Grand Cascades in lane number 1, and your finisher in lane number 5. Your Heat 1 heat winner, Sydney Sloan from Kingsley. Exit the water, ladies. Heat number 2, step up. Heat number 2, Mr. Starter. This is heat number 2 of 2. Your top seed in this event from Hampton Hall, Tatum Smith with a 25.67. The meet record of this event was set in 2009 by Caitlin Kitchens with a 24.95. And your heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5, your top seed, Tatum Smith. And ladies and gentlemen, official results are on the board, and yes, you are correct. A 24.90 sets a new meet record! Congratulations, Tatum. Our next event will be event number 20, our 11-12 gentlemen 50 yards freestyle heat 1. Step up, Mr. Starter. In the waters, event number 20, 11-12 boys 50 yards freestyle, heat 1 of 2. The meet record for this event was set in 2010 by Zach Rabin. Jacob Rubin of Wellington. With a 23.57. And your Heat 1 Heat winner in lane number 5, Zachary Parker. Heat number 2, gentlemen, step up, Mr. Starter. This is the second and final heat of this event. Your top seed out there in lane number 5, Hunter Galbraith from Lake Forest Lightning. And your Heat 2 Heat winner there in lane number 5, and your official order finished there on the board now. And Hunter Galbraith, your champion in lane number 5 from the Lake Forest Lightning. Ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be event number 21, our 13-14 girls 50 yards freestyle heat number 1. Ladies, step up, Mr. Starter. Can we have quiet for the start, please? Quiet for the start. In the water is Heat 1 of 2 of the 13-14 girls 50 freestyle. The meet record for this event was set by Morgan Lyons in 2009 with a 24.90. And with 10 yards to go, your Heat 1 Heat winner in lane number 4, Daphne Block of the Chattahoochee River Club. Heat number 2, ladies, step up, Mr. Starter. Your top seed in this event out there in lane number 5, that's Laura Spratling of the Vermac Vikings. And Laura's pulling out to a commanding lead over the field here. And ladies and gentlemen, your official order of finish there. And yes, Laura Spratling did do it. She just set a new meet record. Congratulations, Laura. And ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be event number 22, our 13-14 boys 50 yards freestyle heat 1. Gentlemen, step up, Mr. Starter. This is Heat 1 of 2. The meet record for this event was set last year by Knox Auerbach of Shakerag with a 22.25. Your Heat 1 Heat winner also, your Heat 1 Heat winner out there in lane number 8 From the Vertmac Vikings, Max Hormus. Thank you, gentlemen. Please exit the water. Heat number 2, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. This is the final heat of the boys 13-14 50 yards freestyle. Your top seed in lane number 5, Cade Auerbach of the Shake Rag Sharks. And putting his hand on the wall first, your Heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5. That's Cade Auerbach. And your final official order of finish, Cade Auerbach with a 23:38, your champion in the boys 13-14 50 freestyle. Our next event will be event number 23, our women's 15-18 50 yards freestyle. Heat number 1, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we need quiet for the start. Quiet for the start, please. This is heat 1 of 2, the women's 15-18 50 yards freestyle. The meet record was set last year by Lexi Smith with a time of 24:28. And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 6, Tess Whitridge from Shake Rag. Thank you, ladies. Please exit the water. Heat number 2, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. And your top seed in this event in lane number 5, Lila Claire Best, from Chastain Park in lane number 5. And your Heat 2 heat winner, Lila Claire Best from Chastain Park. And your official order of finish on the board now, your champion from Chastain Park, Lila Claire Best. Ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be event number 24, our men's 15-18 50 yards freestyle. Heat number 1, gentlemen, step up. Heat 1, step up, Mr. Starter. This is Heat 1 of 2. The meet record for this event was set in 2008 by New Monica from the Deerfield Spalding Lakes team with a time of 21:14. And your Heat 1 winner out there in lane number 2, Trent Lusby from the Park Bridge Piranhas. Gentlemen, please exit the water. Heat 2, boys, step up. Mr. Starter. Heat 2, the second and final heat of this event. Your top seed in this event, Knox Auerbach from Shake Rag out there in lane number 5. And your Heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5, Knox Auerbach. And your official order of finish now on the board. Your champion from Shakerag, Knox Auerbach. Ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be event number 29, our 11-12 girls 100-yard freestyle. 4 links to the pool. Heat 1, step up, Mr. Starter. Event number 29, 11-12 girls, heat number 1 is in the water. Heat 1 of 2. The meet record for this event was set in 2008 by Miss Miriam Sufi of Huntcliffe with a 55.63. Your 11-12 girls 100-yard freestyle heat 1 heat winner, and at lane number 4, Erin Joyce. Thank you, ladies. Please exit the water. Heat number 2, ladies, step up. In the water is heat 2 of 2 of our ladies 100-yard freestyle. The top seed in this event from Grand Cascades, Miss Madeline Stuckberry, is out there in lane number 5. The only one to go under a minute in the divisional competition. But sticking right there, right next to her in lane number 6, that's Abigail Grothel from Crooked Creek. These two ladies battling it out, but Madeline Stooksbury kicking it into the overdrive, trying to pull away. It's still anyone's race who has the better finish. And her official order of finish now on the board. Your champion from Crooked Creek, Abigail Grothel. Ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be event number 30, our 11-12 boys 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 1, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 6. That's Brian Sinclair of the Neely Farm Mallards. Thank you, gentlemen. Please exit the water. Heat number 2, step up, Mr. Starter. Heat 2, step up, gentlemen, Mr. Starter. This is heat number 2 of the boys 100-yard freestyle. The meet record for this event was set in 2010 by Jacob Rubin with a time of 53:12. The top seed in this event in lane number 5, that's Hunter Galbraith from Lake Forest. And your Heat 2 champion in lane number 6, Cam Auerbach. Our next event will be event number 31, our 13-14 ladies 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 1, ladies, step up. In the waters event number 31, heat 1 of 2, our 13-14 girls 100-yard freestyle. The meet record for this event was set in 2010 by Caitlin Kitchens with a 52:84. And And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 5, Hannah Jones from the Stonebriar Stingrays. Heat, exit the water, ladies. Heat 2, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. This is event 31. Heat 2 is in the water. Your top seed in lane number 5, Laura Spratling from Vermac with the 55.79. Trying to get her name up on the record board a second time in this session. Needs to go better than a 52.84. She's pulling away from the competition so slightly with every stroke. And ladies and gentlemen, your Heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5 from Vermac, Laura Spratling. Thank you, ladies. And your official order of finish in the ladies 13-14 100-yard freestyle, your champion from Vermac with a 54.82, Laura Spratling. Our next event will be event number 32, our 13-14 boys 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. This is Heat 1 of event 32, our 13-14 boys 100-yard freestyle. The meet record for this event was set last year by Mr. Knox Auerbach of Shake Rag at a 48.16. And your Heat 1 heat winner out there in lane number 5, Piper from Kingsley. Heat number 2, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we do need quiet behind the blocks. No flash photography at the start of the races. This is Heat 2 of 2 of the 13-14 boys 100-yard freestyle. Your top seed in lane number 5, Cade Auerbach. And that's Cade Auerbach in lane number 5. Getting to the wall first at the 50 mark. And your Heat 2 Heat winner in lane number 5, Cade Auerbach of Shakra. And your official set of results on the board now for the 13-14 boys 100-yard freestyle. Our next event is event number 33, 15-18 women's 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1, step up, Mr. Starter. Are in the waters event number 33, heat number 1, our women's 15-18 100-yard freestyle. The meet record in this event was set in 2007 by head coach of the Martin Landing Dolphins, currently Miss Kristen Redman, with a time of 52:55. Kristen will be signing autographs later on behind the blocks if anyone needs an autograph. And your Heat 1 Heat winner in lane number 5, a bullfrog from Brookwood Hills, Sarah Krawczyk. Thank you, ladies. Please exit the water. Heat number 2, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. This is Heat 2 of 2 of event 33, 15-18 women 100-yard freestyle. Your top seed in this event in lane number 5, Miss Danielle Borge from the Windward Lake Club. And your Heat 2 top seed in lane number 5 from the Windward Lake Club and Heat 2 champion, Danielle Borge. And your official results are scrolling on the board. Our next event will be event number 34, our 15-18 men 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 1, gentlemen, step up. Event number 34, Heat 1 of 2 is in the water. The record for this event was set 2 years ago by John Simmons of the Whitecaps with a 46-16. And your Heat 1 finalists are coming to the wall. And your Heat 1 winner in lane number 5, that's Trent Lusby of the Park Bridge Piranhas. Gentlemen, please exit the water. Heat number 2, 15-18 men, step up. Mr. Starter. In the water's Heat 2 of the men's 100-yard freestyle. Your top seed in this event in lane number 5, Knox Auerbach, a 15-year-old from Shake Rag. And Knox to the wall first. And your Heat 2 Heat winner in lane number 5, Knox Auerbach. Our next event, we're moving on to the backstroke. Event number 41, our 11-12 girls 50 yards backstroke. We are going to start with Heat number 2. Ladies, step in. Heat number 2, ladies, step in. Timers, help get the kids to the blocks, please. In the waters, event 41, Heat 2 of 3, 50 yards backstroke. The meet record for this event was set in 2008 by Morgan Lyons of the Gators with a time of 29:71. And your Heat 1 Heat winner in lane number 9, that's Paige Wiley of Long Lake. Heat number 3, ladies, step in, Mr. Starter. And your Heat 3 Heat winner in lane number 6, Alexandra Tessier from Creekstone. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the board, your champion from Creekstone setting a new meet record! Congratulations. Our next event will be event number 42, our 11-12 boys 50 backstroke. Backstrokers step in, Mr. Starter. In the water is heat number 1 of event 42, the 11-12 boys 50 yards backstroke. The meet record for this event was set in 2008 by Mr. Scott Berry of the Roswell Rapids with a time of 27:85. And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 6. That's Mitchell Cole of Stonebriar. Heat number 2, Mr. Starter. Your top seed in this event is from Grand Cascades, Jack Dolan over there in lane number 5, right in the middle of the pool. And your Heat 1 or Heat 2 winner in lane number 5 from Grand Cascades, Jack Dolan. And official results are now on the board. Your champion from Grand Cascades, Jack Dolan. Event number 43, 13-14 ladies, 50 yards backstroke. Heat 1 ladies step in, Mr. Starter. Ladies and gentlemen, the record for this event was set in 2010. It's actually a tie. Catherine Kerman and Kelsey Prince hold the current meet record with a 28:84. Catherine Kerman, a current coach at the Hanover West swim team. And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 4, that's Daphne Block from the Chattahoochee River Club. Ladies, thank you. Please exit the water. Heat 2, step in, Mr. Starter. Your top seed in this event from Hampton Hall, Carson McMahon with a 31:03. And your Heat 2 winner in lane number 6. In lane number 6 from Vermac, Izzy Weber. And your official results on the board at this time. Izzy Weber, your champion with a 31:15. 13-14 gentlemen, Heat 1 step in. Event 44, Heat 1, Mr. Starter. In the water is event 44, 13-14 boys, 50 backstroke, Heat 1 of 2. The meet record for this event was set in 2008 by Mr. Alan Browning of Dunmore with a 25:35. And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 5, that's Max Hormus from the Vermac Vikings. Gentlemen, step in. Mr. Starter. In the water is heat number 2. The top seed in this event in lane number 5, Daniel Cooney from the Chartwell Challengers. But taking over the lead here in lane number 6, going to get his hand on the wall first, is Christopher Thames from Kingsley, your Heat 2 heat winner. Race is now official. Your official results now scrolling on the scoreboard. Our next event's event number 45, 15-18 women 50-yard backstroke, heat number 1, Mr. Starter. The meet record for this event was set back in 2000 by Lindsay Stack of Shakerag with a 27:45. Your Heat 1 heat winner there in lane number 5, Jennifer Parker. Heat 2 ladies, step in, Mr. Starter. And in the water is heat number 2, the second and final heat of this event. Your top qualifier from Brookwood Hills, Miss Sarah Krawcheck out there in lane number 5. And your champion in the lane number 5 and top seed, Sarah Krawcheck. And the results are final. In first place, Sarah Krawcheck of Brookwood Hills. In second place, Alyssa Lavorse of Garden Hills. And in third place, our next event will be event number 46, our gentlemen, 50 yards backstroke, Mr. Starter. In the water is heat 1 of 2, men's 15-18 50 yards backstroke. The meet record for this was set last year by Patrick Cusick of the Park Bridge Piranhas at a 24:16. Your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 3, Sam Engel of Roxborough. This is heat 2 of 2. Your top seed in this event from Creekstone, a 16-year-old, Edward Christopher Atmore, 24:17. The record set, 24:75. The record sits at a 24:16. And let's see if he can get on his hand on the wall. Your Heat 2 heat winner, Edward Christopher Atmore. And the event is official. In first place, Edward Christopher Atmore from Creekstone. In second place, Christian Lories from Garden Hills. Our next event will be event number 51, girls 11-12 100-yard individual medley. Heat 1 ladies, step up. Heat 1 ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the individual medley. That's 4 links to the pool: butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle in that order. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I want to give a big 16th birthday shout out tomorrow to Adam Knoll. Adam Knoll, happy 16th birthday tomorrow, buddy. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I got some scores for you that we'll give during the next race. Heat 2 ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. This is heat number 2 of 3 of the 11-12 girls 100-yard individual medley. The meet record for this event was set in 1995 by Carly Conrad of Brookfield Country Club with a 102.62. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so far through the backstroke, our top 10 in 10th place with 437 points, Country Club of the South. In 9th place, 454 points, Doublegate. In 8th place with 474 points, Vermac. In 7th place with 549.5 points, Mayfair St. Clair. In 6th place with 612.5 points, Stonebriar. In 5th place with 938 points, Garden Hills. In 4th place with 994 points, Alpharetta. In 3rd place with 1,142 points, Chastain Park. And your top 2 in 2nd place with 1,272.5 points, Grand Cascades. And your current leader through the backstroke, 1,315.5 points, those pesky bullfrogs from Brookwood Hill. Your Heat 2 winner in lane number 6, Tessa Sergio. Heat number 3, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. In the water is Heat 3 of 3 of the 11-12 girls 100-yard individual medley. Your top seed in this event, Taryn Mahoney from Lake Forest in lane number 5, your top seed in this event. And your Heat 3 Heat winner, your top seed out there in lane number 5, Taryn Mahoney of Lake Forest. And your final results are now scoring on your board. Your champion And top seed, Taryn Mahoney, Lake Forest. Ladies and gentlemen, our next event is event number 52, our 11-12 boys 100-yard individual medley. Heat number 1, gentlemen, step up. And your Heat 1 heat winner out in lane number 6, Colton Vila of Oxford Mill. Heat 2, gentlemen, step up. This is Heat 2 of event number 52, 11-12 boys 100-yard individual medley. Your top seed in this event is from Alpharetta, Benjamin Hudson. The meet record was set in this event by Chris Wilson from Pine Walk in 2004 with a 1:00:58. And your Heat 2 heat winner out there in lane number 5, Benjamin Hudson of Alpharetta. And your official order of finishes now scrolling on the scoreboard. Our next event is event number 53, our 13-14 ladies 100-yard individual medley. Heat 1, ladies step up. Gentlemen, please exit the water. Ladies and gentlemen, the record for this event was set in 2004 by two-time Olympian Kathleen Hersey of Huntcliffe with a 1:00:55. And your Heat 1 Heat winner there in lane number 5, Jackson Dalby of Wildwood Springs. This is Heat 2. Heat 2 of 2 of the 13-14 girls 100-yard individual medley. Your top seed in lane number 5 from Doublegate, Evie Braggs of Doublegate, your top seed out there in lane number 5. And on this backstroke leg, pulling away from the competition. But it's the breaststroke leg where this race is won or lost, folks. And it looks like she knows how to do the funny stroke good, too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Friends Unlimited Swim Shop is still available. It's still open. It'll be open for about another 15, 20 minutes. Make sure you go pick up your commemorative ASA t-shirt. Supplies are limited, so make sure you go grab it fast. And your Heat 2 top seed in lane number 5 is also your Heat 2 winner, Evie Bragg. And ladies and gentlemen, on the board, your official results. And it's official, your champion setting a new meet record! And knocking an Olympian off the record board. Congratulations, Evie. Next event will be event number 54, our boards 13-14 100-yard individual medley. Heat number 1, Mr. Starter. This is Heat 1 of 3 in the water. Heat 2, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. In the water is Heat number 2 of 3 of the men's 13-14 100-yard individual medley. The meet record for this event was set in 2009 by our very own Sam Lewis, who's still swimming tonight, with the 54.93. And your Heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5, Michael Dinkirkman from Polo. Heat 3, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. This is the third and final heat of event number 54, our 13-14 boys 100-yard individual medley. The top seed in this race in lane number 5, Daniel Cooney of Chartwell. And your Heat 2 heat winner, the top seed, Daniel Cooney of the Chartwell Challengers. And your final results are scrolling on the board in order. Our next race is event number 58, our women's 15-18 100-yard individual medley. Heat 1, ladies, step up. Mr. Starter. This is heat number 1 of 2. The meet record for this event was set in 2006 by Miss Lane Brody of Hanover West with a 58:36. Your Heat 1 heat winner in lane at number 5, Emma Wolf from Fontainebleau. Heat 2, ladies, step up. This is the second and final heat of event number 55, our women's 15-18 100-yard individual medley. Your top seed in lane number 5, Cynthia Liu from the Roswell Rapids. And Cynthia Liu pulling away from the crowd here. But out there in lane number 3, that's Lily Nunnally trying to make a play for it, but there's not going to be enough pull. And your Heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5, Cynthia Liu. Our next event will be event number 56, our men's 15-18 100-yard individual medley. Heat 1, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. This is Heat 1 of 2 of the men's 15-18 100-yard individual medley. The meet record for this event was set in the divisional series this year by Mr. Sam Lewis of Crooked Creek at a 51:38. And with 10 yards to go, your Heat 1 Heat winner in lane number 5, Tristan Sumter of Stonebriar. Our next event is Heat 2, gentlemen, step up. Ladies and gentlemen, in lane number 5, your top seed and current record holder from the Crooked Creek swim team, Sam Lewis. Sam trying to go better than a 51:38 in this race. The great thing is And ladies and gentlemen, your official meet results are on the board. And Mr. Sam Lewis is your champion and bettering his meet record with a 51:21. And our next event will be event number 61, our 11-12 girls 50 yards breaststroke. Heat 1, ladies, step up. In the waters, event number 61, Heat number 1, 11-12 girls, 50 yards breaststroke. Heat 1 is in the water. The meet record for this event was set in 1999 by Michelle Hansen of Oxford Mill at a 32:99. Exit the water, ladies. Heat 2, step up. Event number 61, heat number 2 is in the water. Our 11-12 girls 50 yards breaststroke. The top seed in this event in lane number 5, Taryn Mahoney from Lake Forest, with about a body's lead length over the rest of the competition. Let's see if she can finish strong and hold on to it. And your heat number 5, Taryn Mahoney. The next event will be event number 62, our boys 11-12 50 yards breaststroke. Heat number 1, gentlemen, step up, Mr. Starter. In the waters of event number 62, heat number 1, the 11-12 boys 50 yards breaststroke. The meet record for this event was set in 2002 by Hunter Doster of Chartwell at a 31:54. And your heat 1 heat winner in lane number 5, William Sunderland. Exit the water, gentlemen. Heat 2, step up. This is heat 2 in the water, heat 2. Your top seed in this event in lane number 5, Cole Hinks of Garden Hills, the Cool Sharks. And your heat 2 heat winner from the Garden Hills Cool Sharks, that's Cole Hinks. And your official order of finish is now on the board. Cole Hinks, your champion from Garden Hills. Our next event will be event number 63, the 13-14 ladies 50 yards breaststroke. Heat 1, step up, Mr. Starter. In the water is heat 1 of 2 of the 13-14 girls 50 yards breaststroke. The meet record for this event was set back in 1997 by Priscilla Humberstone of Martin's Landing with a 31:29. Your heat 1 heat winner in lane number 5, Carly Winters of Crooked Creek. Heat 2 ladies, step up, Mr. Starter. This is heat 2 of 64. Your top seed in this event from Chastain Park, Brooks Merkel. I'm sorry, your top seed in this event, Allie Ann Ritter from Vermac. Just off record there, your Heat 2, heat winner, Allie Ann Ritter of Vermac. In the water 64, your Heat 1 heat winner there in lane number 5. That's Jenna Epstein from Roxborough. Heat 2, gentlemen, step up. Your Heat 2 of 2 is in the water for event 64. Your top seed in this event in lane number 5, Brooks Merkel of Chastain Park. Brooks is actually swimming this time, other than last time I announced his name. And it's neck and neck there as they come to the wall. Who's going to get their hands on the wall first? And it's lane number 6. Joseph Shields of the Garden Hills Cool Sharks. And your official results of event 64, 13, 14 boys are now scrolling on the board. Our next event will be event number 65, 15, 18 ladies, 50 yards breaststroke. Heat 1 ladies step up. In the water, event 65, 15, 18 ladies, heat number 1. The meet record for this event was set in 2009 by Miss Julia Tribal with a time of 30:06. And your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 6, Test Whitridge of Shakrad. Heat number 2, step up. This is Heat 2 of 2 of the 50 breaststroke. Your top seed in lane number 5 from Windward, Maggie McGinty. And your winner, the top seed, Maggie McGinty. And the official results are now scrolling on the board. Maggie McGinty, your champion from the Windward Lake Club with a 32:55. Our next event is event number 66, men's 15, 18, 50 yards breaststroke. Heat 1, step up, Mr. Starter. Heat 1 is in the water of the 15-18 men's 50 yards breaststroke. The meet record for this event was set in 2001 by Scott Gardner of the Cool Sharks at a 26:89. And it looks like lane number 2, Chris Burchak from Tuxford getting his hands on the wall. The Heat winner. Heat number 2, gentlemen, step up. Ladies and gentlemen, in lane number 5, representing the Hampton Hall Waves with a seed time of a 28:17, your top seed, Mr. Braxton Young. And your winner in lane number 4, Bates Jones from the Chastain Park Tidal Waves. Our next event is event number 71. We're moving on to the butterfly, the final stroke of the meet. Event 71, 11-12 girls, Heat 1, step up. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and read some scores here real quick. We're just going to go with the top 10. In 10th place, Doublegate. In 9th place, Windward. In 8th place, Vermac. In 7th place, Mayfair. In 6th place, Stonebriar. In 5th place, Garden Hills. In 4th place, Alpharetta. In 3rd place, Chastain. In 2nd place, separated by roughly 60 points, Grand Cascades, and you're still meet leader after the butterfly with 1,364.5 points, the Bullfrogs of Brookwood Hills. Event number 71, 11-12 ladies, 50 yards breaststroke, Heat number 1, step up, Mr. Starter. And your Heat 1 Heat winner getting her hands on the wall first. Pulling a Michael Phelps and touching her out. Lane 6, Sydney Havarla from Grand Cascades. Heat number 2, ladies, step up, Mr. Starter. In the water is Heat number 2, your top seed in lane number 5, Tatum Smith of Hampton Hall with a 27.76. And the record's a 27.68 set back in 2008 by Morgan Lyons of the Gators. Let's put your hands together. Let's cheer Tatum on, see if she can knock this old record off the board. She ate her Wheaties this morning. And it looks like she did it, folks. Let's wait till the board is official. Our next event is event number 72. Our boys 11-12, 50 yards butterfly. Heat 1 on the blocks, Mr. Starter. The meet record for this event was set in 2004 by Chris Wilson of Pine Walk at a 26.62. Your Heat 1 heat winner in lane number 5. That's Riley James of the Chattahoochee River Club. Heat 2, gentlemen, step up. Heat 1, exit the water, please. Your top seed in this event is lane number 5, Jack Dolan of Grand Cascades. And Jack taking a commanding lead and trying to get his hands on the wall with a 26.79, just off meet record. Your Heat 2 heat winner, Jack Dolan of Grand Cascades. Our next event is event 73, girls 13-14, 50 yards, butterfly. Heat 1, step up, Mr. Starter. Your Heat 1 winner in lane number 5, Kate Durden from Crooked Creek. Your next heat, Heat 2, step up, ladies. Your top seed in lane number 5, Izzy Weber of Vermac, trying to hold on and get her hands on the wall. And in lane number 6, Sarah Sanchez of Nesbitt Lakes, your Heat 2 winner. Your Heat 2 heat winner. Our next event will be event number 74. Your top seeds are scrolling on the board. Our next event, 74, boys 13-14, 50 butterfly. Heat 1, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. Your Heat 1 heat winner in lane 6, that's Noah Gunderson from Chastain Park. Heat number 2, gentlemen, step up. In the water is Heat 2 of 3. The meet record for this event was set in 2009 by Mr. Sam Lewis of Alpharetta with a 24.18. And your Heat 2 heat winner in lane at number 6, Dominic Bryan of Three Chimneys. Heat 3, gentlemen, step up. This is heat 3 of 3. Your top seed in this event in lane number 5, Jonathan Vatter from Windward Lakes. And lane number 5, your heat 3 heat winner, it's going to be Jonathan Vatter of the Windward Lake Club. Ladies and gentlemen, our next to last event number 75, our 15-18 ladies, 50 yards butterfly, heat 1, step up. Event number 71, heat number 1, out there in lane 5, Devin Erickson, your heat 1 heat winner, Devin Erickson of the Brookwood Hills Bullfrogs. In the water is heat number 2. Your top seed in this event is lane 5, Daniel Borders from the Windward Lake Club, the 16-year-old sitting right in the middle of the pool, trying to get another championship title under her belt in another individual event. And it looks like she's going to do it. Your heat 2 heat winner in lane number 5, Daniel Borders. And before we move to the final event, ladies and gentlemen, teams, please remember to stick around for your team awards. We're going to be giving out trophies, and make sure you pick up your medals and ribbons at the conclusion of the meet. Our final event, heat number 1, men's 15-18 50 yards butterfly. Heat 1, gentlemen, step up. Mr. Starter. The meet record for this event was set by Sam Lewis with a 21.98 at prelims. Your heat 1 heat winner in lane number 6, Alex Perry of Fountain Blue. Thank you, gentlemen. Please exit the water. Heat number 2, the final heat of the afternoon. Step up. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the second call for the coaches relay to the bullpen. Second call for the coaches relays to the bullpen. Your top seed in lane number 5, Mr. Sam Lewis of Crooked Creek. The current record holder with a 21.98, pulling away from the pack. Can he do it? Can he get his hands on the wall? And no, his record from the morning is going to stand at a 21.98. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the swimming portion of the 2013 ASA Championships. Let's give all our competitors a big round of applause. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stick around for the trophy presentation. Also, coaches, make sure you pick up your awards before you leave. All your awards will be ready in the awards room in the back hallway. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the scores tabulated already. We're going to go through them here in 85th place, Brookfield Country Club. In 84th place, Triple Crown. In 83rd place, Hillbrook. In 82nd place, Deerbrook Waters. In 81st place, Highland Park. In 80th place, the Woodfield Woody Waves. And tied for 78th, Haynes Landing and Harrington Falls. In 77th place, Deerfield Spalding Lake. In 76th place, Spring Ridge. In 74th place with a tie, Sugarloaf and Winter Hall. In 73rd place, Cambridge. In 72nd place, Huntcliffe. In 71st place, St. Ives. In 70th place, Inverness. In 69th place, Deer Lake. In 68th place, Long Lake. In 67th place, Zabin. In 66th place, Wildwood Springs. In 65th place, Lake Astoria. In 64th place, the Chattahoochee Whitecaps. In 63rd place, Huntley Hills. In 62nd place, Three Chimneys. In 61st place, Tuxford. In 60th place, Glastonbury. 59th, St. Marlow. 58th, Park Bridge. In 57th place, Neely Farms. In 56th place, Wexford. In 54th place with a tie, Saddle Creek and Nesbitt Lake Lightning. In 53rd place, Alpharetta Athletic Club. In 52nd place, Medlock Bridge. In 51st place, the Dunmore Diamondbacks. In 50th place, the Old Atlanta Club. In 49th place, the Brittany Barracudas. In 48th place, the Glen Abbey Gators. In 47th place, Laurel Springs. In 46th place, Kimball Farms. In 45th place, Dunwoody North. In 44th place, Dunwoody Country Club. In 43rd place, the Chattahoochee River Club. In 42nd place, Wellington. In 40th place, Horseshoe Bend. In 42nd place, Wellington. Tied for 40th place, Roxborough and Horseshoe Bend. Tied for 38th, Village Mill and Redfield. In 37th place, Kingsley. In 36th place, Sugar Mill. In 35th place, Edenwile. In 34th place, Hampton Hall. 33rd place, The Branches. In 32nd, Country Club of Roswell. In 31st place, the Seven Oaks Tsunamis. And rounding off the top 30, Hampton Hall Hurricanes in 30th. In 29th, the Mill Glen Marlins. In 28th, the Pine Walk Penguins. In 27th, the Gainsborough Stingrays. In 26th, the Fontainebleau Twisters. In 25th, the Fieldstone Fins. In 24th, the Creekstone Cudas. In 23rd, the Roswell Rapids. In 22nd, the Windermere Waves. In 21st, the Lake Forest Light. In 20th place, the Martins Landing Dolphins. In 19th, Shake Rag. In 18th place, the Georgetown Dolphins. In 17th place, Chartwell. In 16th place, Crooked Creek. In 15th place, White Columns. In 14th place, Hanover West. In 13th place, Oxford Mill. In 12th place, Polo. In 11th place, Country Club of the South. And rounding off your top 10, receiving the 10th place trophy with 585 points, the Doublegate Double Gators. In 9th place overall with 621.5 points, the Vermag Viking. In 8th place overall, with 649.5 points, the Mayfair St. Clair Marlins. In 7th place overall, with 703 points, the Stonebriar Stingrays. In 6th place overall, with 720.5 points, Windward. Seriously, I think we need the Viking. 2014, the Vikings coming back. In 5th place with 1,134 points, it's Dim Cool Sharks from Garden Hill. In 4th place overall with 1,224.5 points, the Alpharetta Sharks. In 3rd place overall with 1,306 points, the Tidal Waves of Chastain Park. And the runner-up with 1,390.5 points, Grand Cascades. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our trophy presentation. We want to thank everyone for coming down. Oh, wait, why is there one more, Frankie? I don't understand. Oh, right, one more team. I can't hear you guys. I'm not saying your name till I can hear you over there. With 1,482.5 points, those pesky Bullfrogs from Brookwood Hill. Respect the ribbon, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for participating in the 2013 ASA Summer Swim Season. This summer league could not be as good as it is if it wasn't for each and every one of you here in the building today. Your passion, your volunteerism, the efforts you put into it is what makes it as great as it is, and what makes today the culmination of the largest swim meet in the nation right here at the Georgia Tech Aquatic Center. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your summer, and we look forward to seeing you right back down here next year for the 2014 ASA Championship. Have a safe ride home, everybody. And as you're leaving the building, make sure you walk around, look around your team area, pick up any trash that you might see. The Georgia Tech staff would greatly appreciate it.